chasing a road to glory, driven since I was a child.
If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, work day and night for it.
All right, happy Friday, everybody. I'm gonna get some Shipley donuts for internship morning. Let's go. All right, there we go. A dozen donuts sorted, a dozen kolaches. If you're not from around here in Texas, a kolache is a basically bun with some awesome stuff inside it. Ham and cheese, sausage and cheese, sausage and jalapeno. Let's go to the office. Hey there, everybody. Hope you have a fantastic day. Friday. Here's a little bit of the, you saw the internship video I put up there. It was, got to the office, filled out a report that I need to get to the managing partner, recapping the previous week since he and I weren't able to have our weekly one-on-one. And then I was able to then go from 9 to 11. The way that we ended up doing the internship, had a PowerPoint presentation that we edited and then had them fill out the information about themselves. So we had just 10 questions there asking about like who they are, describe themselves, what major they're doing and why, what their plans are doing over the summer, what their thoughts are on failure. If they had a superhuman strength, what would they want and why? And why what do they know? Why do they want to work here? What are their strengths? And what do they like to do for their hobbies? And so it was really a great opportunity. We had 7 people in the first session. So we did our basically from 9 to 9:20, and then had interviews basically every 10 to 12 minutes after that. And then then we took a photo of everyone just so we could keep track of everybody. And then we had donuts and kolaches. And then after that, from 11 to 1, we had our next installment of 8 interns that came. And so we ended up talking to, I think, 14 or 7, maybe it's 7 and 7. And so great opportunity to just chat with everybody, how they're doing and what they're working on, and from a aspiration perspective. And in an ideal world, they look like juniors or seniors, business, finance. They're looking at joining our organization. They're looking at being in the industry. At the same time, our viewpoint on the internship, because it's giving them the backbones of what our organization is and our industry in the day in the life of individuals. And so what we'd say is the first one is to be able to, in an ideal world, the best scenario, they're an intern, they love it, they want to come on board with our organization. Number 2 is they like the industry, they like the role, but they don't want to do it with our company. And the third is they decide, hey, this is not my gig, totally fine, I want to go do something else. But when I become a policyholder, this is where I'm going to come, because they liked our company, liked our culture so good and so well that they thought we were the best ones to be able to help them solve their overall needs. And then after that, had a 1:30 call talking about inputting data from a leader's perspective into one of our online tools, our CRM tool, Salesforce. And then after that, from 2 o'clock to 3, had another meeting with a realtor. Sorry, no, that was 1:30. I met with the realtor, and then at 2 o'clock got on a call about how to input the data. And so when I meet with someone and network with them, I want to know, how can I add value to the world? Like who are they looking for? How can I be of value to them? And so she's focused as a realtor, focusing on 800,000 or more value of houses all over the Houston area. Her name is Jennifer Johnson. Just real great meeting with her. At the age of 50, is working in this capacity as a realtor as she started thinking about what she enjoys. And so this is where she decided to partner up, where she decided to take her career. And then at 3 o'clock, had a third interview. Person still wants to come on board with our organization. So the next part is licensing and then coming on board. And then met at 4 o'clock, one-on-one with new agent Trang, a.k.a. Haley, and reviewing her upcoming week. Is everything ready to go? And what is she doing from a marketing perspective? What is she doing for meetings? And then reminding her that I'm going to be Monday in Dallas, Tuesday in Dallas, Wednesday I'm back. But I'll be driving from Dallas. And so Dallas from Houston is about a 4.5 hour drive. So great day today, just real productive. And not a lot of time to even go to the bathroom. Luckily, I was able to have a gargantuan while we're on this conference call. and I was able to at least have that from Jimmy John's today. That's what we fed the interns in the morning, kolaches and donuts, and then in the afternoon, Jimmy John's. So just a real fun day, being able to meet people, hear briefly their stories. The interns, when they brought them in, we asked them, what do you know about our organization? And if they didn't know anything, kind of crosses them off. And then the next one is, why do you want to be an intern at our company? And again, it just allows them to be eloquent and wax on. At the same time, we basically start the interview process truly the moment that you walk into our door. We have a director of first impressions. She's our administrative executive, and so she's right there. And it's a lobby, a true lobby. So you have a little tiny desk with the magazines and some chairs out there. So the first impression that they're going to get is her, and so how they talk to her, how they treat her, is extremely crucial. And then bring them back for the internship. So my thoughts to anybody is make sure that you know what you're getting into. Make sure you've done some research. Do your homework. You can literally do that in the lobby of the company. Just Google search their company and look them up. Look on LinkedIn. Find out about them. Find out the individual you're going to be interviewing with. Like, what's their background? How long they've been there? Where have they gone? Have they been around the block, so to speak? One of the interviews that I went recently had, he was prepared, done some research, looked at me on LinkedIn, and had some questions specifically to why I chose the company that I'm at when I've been at other companies previously. So really, it gives them some good insight on kind of what's going on in their mind. At the same time, lets them know if this is the right place for them, if they want to be here at our organization. And so very productive day. Got buddy Carrie Ann's in town, so meeting up with her tomorrow for brunch with the fam and her friend Cheryl from Wisconsin. And then on Sunday, I'll be leaving at around 10 to 10:30 from here up to the great city of Dallas. Not as great as Houston, though. Houston is awesome. I really like it down here. And I think, to be honest with you, Houston is liking all this. Sherm's out. Happy Friday, everybody. Personal development is taking time in your life to focus in on you. A lot of times people will spend more time planning their vacations than they will thinking about who do they want to be. It's not so much as finding yourself as creating yourself and as doing things that you'll identify, this is what I enjoy doing, yay, and these are things that I don't enjoy doing, yay as well. Because the moment that you can start identifying things that you don't want to do, things that don't align with who you are, you start really knowing who you are. It's so interesting that a lot of people think that they need to go like backpacking in Europe or go off to some excursion and meditate, when in reality, if they were to serve other people, they would find very quickly who they are and what makes them themselves. Remember, service doesn't have to be going out there and, going door to door, so to speak. Service is, being a big brother, big sister. It's, mentoring someone, having conversations, going to the hospitals, going to clinics, going to a retirement community, talking with people, asking them questions, listening, and observing. It could be the same time, going to a local food bank and sorting out food. When we give service, we provide more value to people when we're giving of ourselves. Sherm's out. All right, personal development. I know a lot of people have a desire to be able to get themselves in better shape, me included. So here it's March 15, 2019. I did run the 15K in February, started training for that back in December, felt really good about that. That was February 2nd. And then basically a week later, I wanted to run, or was it 2 weeks later? Nonetheless, a week or 2 weeks later, I ran a half marathon. I ran 13.1 miles because I wanted to check that off the list, so to speak. And so I'm going to run a marathon. I want to check that off the list. So I don't know if I'm going to, I'm going to sign up for one in January 1st, but I want to run the marathon before then and keep myself in shape by the time January rolls around. But there's one on January 1st called the King Saw, the Saw King. It's in the Kingwood, and it gives you this huge, massive medal. And that's what I want. Running for bling. Sherm's out.